60 minutes together to flow and enjoy. First we'll start in a seat. So if you have something available to you like a block, or you can use a book, a thick book or something, or a cushion, you might like to grab that now, because sometimes you're a little bit tight in some positions, and that can just help you, or it can support you if you can't reach the ground for certain things. Having something to bring the ground towards you is quite useful. So hopefully if you have something available, you can just grab that and then come back to your seat. As you arrive, you can kneel, you can sit cross-legged. I'm kind of in a more open heel-lined position. You can go palms up, take a mudra, thumb and forefinger together, and other fingers straight, palm up, or you can have your palms face down on your thighs or knees. Interlace the fingers, thumbs together in your lap, whatever feels right for you. And then just start to give your shoulders a nice big roll. So taking a little bit of time to become present, reverse the circles. Feeling that, how is it feeling? Start to circle your head gently. Don't go too deep to start with. If your neck isn't warm, you don't want to be doing big forced circles. A couple one way, then the other way. Just noticing how you're feeling in your body right now. If you haven't already, you can close down the eyes. And come to your breath. We'll take a nice deep breath in and sigh it out. Again, deep breath in, sigh it out. One more deep breath in and release. As you let the breath settle, start to notice the qualities of your breath. Where are you feeling it? Is it more in the chest? Or can you take it down to your belly? If you're not feeling it in your belly, you might like to bring your hands to your belly and try to breathe into that area. Inhale, expand, exhale, let it go. But without lots of effort, this is just nice, gentle breathing. One thing your body knows how to do, it's breathe. But often what we do is we breathe shallowly up into our chest. We live in that state of being shallow. So being able to breathe more deeply into your belly will allow you to be more present with your practice. It helps you to go deeper into your asana, your postures, and it also just brings that nourishment to all of your cells. So without a lot of effort, allowing that breath to flow. And as you inhale, your belly goes out. As you exhale, the belly goes in. Feel the expansion on the inhalation and the release on the exhalation. And just take a moment to scan your body, any areas where you're holding tension. And take your attention there, just allowing yourself to release and let go with every exhalation. Breaths, landing in the space, bringing your attention internal, knowing that this is your practice. So through the practice you listen to your body. If something is painful, you don't do it. If it's uncomfortable, that's a different matter. Some things will be a little bit uncomfortable. Lots of things in moment, and what you're doing is allowing your body to release some more. Most of it should feel pretty good. From there, take one more deep breath in and let it go. And then start to move a little. So inhale, sweep the arms wide. Bring them to prayer overhead. Exhale, bring those hands to your heart center in prayer. Inhale, open the arms out wide. Exhale, wrap them around you. Drop your chin to your chest. Inhale, open wide. Exhale, wrap around, chin to chest. Inhale, open. Reach up, interlace overhead, and press away with the hands. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen a little bit more. Exhale, off to the right. Inhale back. Exhale left. Inhale back. Exhale, release. Little twist to the right, taking your left hand to the right thigh, other hand behind, look over that shoulder, and then the other way, looking over the shoulder. Back to center. Transition over into child's pose. So bringing the big toes to touch, knees out wide. Sit your bottom back onto your heels to connect that to your heels. If you've got knee issues and you can't, that's absolutely fine. And then let yourself melt down. So for some of you, with your hips on your heels, you might find that it's hard to get your head down. That's where using a block or a book or a cushion can help bringing the ground up towards you. And then just let your head rest down. As you rest down, you're going to gently roll your forehead across the mat from side to side. Come back to stillness, slide the hands forward. Press into the fingertips. Elbows lift, forearms and upper arms coming up. You're lengthening through that upper back, lower back, drawing your hips back onto the heels. One more breath there. And sliding forward into a Sphinx pose. So lengthening the legs away from you. Your forearms are parallel to each other. You're pressing into your hands, into the whole forearm. Let your head rest down for a minute as you lengthen your legs away. Press all the toes down into the mat. Lift the kneecaps, lift the belly, draw your sternum forward, heart forward. Drawing the shoulder blades together, gaze forward. If you've got any low back discomfort, engage your glutes and your thighs, thigh muscles, and that will stop the compression in the low back from being uncomfortable. Otherwise, just release, let it all go, melt into it. And then slide the hands back, come into a narrow knee child's pose. Slide the hands back. So knowing at any time in your practice, if you need to rest, maybe in down dog or something, you can just drop back into either version of child's pose. So narrow knee, wide knee, arms forward or back. So you might be narrow but still want the arms forward, that's fine. Otherwise you drape the shoulders over those knees. From there, coming up onto all fours. Knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. Inhale, you're going to tilt your hip bones, your pelvis forward. Belly comes down towards the mat, and then you draw your sternum forward, heart forward, gaze forward, pressing firmly away through the hands. And then exhale, you're going to tuck the pelvis, so posterior tilt, hip bones come back up. And then you roll through the spine, arching through the whole back and looking back between the knees. Inhale, keep the breath the length of the move. So nice slow inhale as you tilt the pelvis forward, belly drops, heart comes forward, gaze forward. And then exhale slowly as you roll back through the spine. Really push away here. Then you can freestyle a little bit as you come down, move the hips and shoulders. And as you go up, just feeling out your body. And then from there, dropping back onto your heels again, slide forward and come up into a dancing cobra. So we're going to move, we're not holding it. It's a little bit strong right now to go into a full cobra. So we're just working. Move your hands wherever they feel good, working the spine a little bit more after that cat-cow. Feeling out any areas that are tight and letting them release. And then from there, sliding the hands back, tucking the toes, bringing your heels back onto your butt back onto your heels. Sit up nice and tall. Feel all of your toes connecting. If you're not quite connecting, just reach down and get them there. If that's too much for your knees, just lean forward a little bit and take some weight into your hands. And then from there, folding over your legs. So, feeling that release through that forward fold. Then walking your hands forward into a plank. Drop your knees. Bend the elbows back, hips stay high, chest and chin come down to the mat, and then you slide between your hands for a baby cobra. Lifting up and then tucking your toes, downward facing dog. So walking out your dog a little. And then bend the knees generously, spread the fingers wide, press away from the mat. Long spine, lift the hip creases up towards the ceiling. And then you can straighten your legs as much as feels good for you right now. Don't overextend. Early in your practice, you haven't warmed up those muscles. And then from there, tiptoe up to the top of your mat. Release the heels down, forward fold. Take ragdoll, so opposite elbows, and really hang heavy. Let your head be heavy, gravity drawing you down. You might like to have sway from side to side, releasing from the hips. Come back to stillness, release the hands. Inhale, slide the hands up the calves for a nice flat spine position. Make sure your shoulders aren't dripping down, that you're drawing them up, shoulder blades together, long through the crown of the head. And then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bending the knees as much as you like, and then sweeping the arms wide as you come up to standing. Hands come to prayer overhead. Exhale them back to heart center. Feel that connection of the thumbs to the heart center. toes, spreading them wide, replacing them on the mat. Feeling the connection of the feet to the mat. So feel as though you're really grounding down, spreading the weight through those feet. So some of us tend to be more, have our weight more on the inside edge of the feet, pronate. So just make sure that you're really not finding that pronation, that you can lift up through the arches. And then lift the kneecaps, slight internal rotation of the thighs, tailbone reaching down, long spine, neck long, chin tucked. Inhale, sweep the arms wide. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stepping back to plank. Option to lower the knees here and lower down, or come from the toes through chaturanga into upward facing dog. Option to come into cobra, baby cobra, or cobra. So cobra, the legs are down. Upward facing dog, you're just on the hands and the feet. Draw your heart forward and roll over into downward facing dog. Few breaths here. Remember, always option to drop to child's pose. Last breath. And then as you inhale, walking forward to the front of the mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep to stand. Hands to heart center in prayer. Inhale, sweep those arms wide. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen, flat back position. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stepping back to plank. Exhale. Inhale, lower your way. And come into upward facing dog in that breath. And then exhale into downward facing dog. And this time we'll step all the way forward to the front of the mat. So you might want to come up onto your fingertips here on the right hand. You step that right foot up. So stepping up, you may only come part of the way. If so, just pick the foot up, give it a hand. Left leg follows. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale to stand. Hands to heart center in prayer. Inhale, bend your knees. Sweep the arms up for chair pose. Utkatasana, chair pose. So here, you want to watch arching into that back. It's very easy to have that happen. So just tuck that tailbone down. Reaching up, arms in line with your ears. And then fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. You notice after a while, I no longer slide up my calves for that halfway lift. That's because I can do it okay from my fingertips. It's quite good in the beginning when you're warming up to come up. Now for some of you, if you're tight through the hamstrings, it's going to be better always to just come up to those calves to give you that length. But if you can get the length from the fingertips skimming the ground, perfect. Then from there, I'm going to step back into the plank and then lower, upward facing or cobra, downward facing dog. Inhale, we're going to raise our right leg. Exhale, step it forward between the hands again. Come up onto those fingertips. It's quite useful, make some space. Give it a hand if you need. Back foot is coming 45 degrees. We're coming up for warrior one. So for warrior one, our knee is over our ankle, as in all warriors, and but the back leg is at 45 degrees. You might need to move that leg out a little bit to the side to make more space so that you can get your hips facing forward. So in warrior one, our hips are facing forward and our arms are reaching up. So slightly internally rotate the pinky fingers to really open the chest. You can gaze up. And release the hands to the mat, stepping back downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale. Remember, you can come up, you can stay down, just however it is. You need to get there. Use your hand to support. So you step up, you're in the low lunge, and then you're going to take that foot 45 degrees. Remember, you can go out wider to give yourself a little bit more space to come up. So, reaching up. Don't forget your breath as you hold here. And then as you exhale, release the hands and step back downward facing dog. From there, you can either walk to the top of your mat, step to the top of your mat, or you can bend the knees. So either way, come onto the balls of your feet, bend the knees, look forward. So you might be doing that to step forward, you might be walking, or you can float gently forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, stand, Tadasana. Close the eyes, take some breaths here. Your arms are long, your whole body is active and strong in your mountain pose. Feeling solid, solid connection. Letting the breath settle. And then inhaling, open the eyes, squeeze the arms, drop the hips, come into your chair pose. Remember to tuck that tail, squeeze those inner thighs, and forward fold. Inhale to lengthen, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stepping back plank. Lowering through chaturanga. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, step it forward. From there, we're going to spin on our back foot, ball of the back foot, turn it so that it is, the outside edge is parallel to the outside edge of your mat, and come up into warrior two. So warrior two, again, knee over ankle. Here, the back foot, back outside edge is parallel or slightly in. The heel of the front foot should intersect about the arch of the back foot. Your hips are open. Your knee, you can sink in. If you've got a bit more space, you can wiggle a little bit deeper. Really reach firmly through the arms, make them strong. Gaze over that middle finger. Then inhale, reverse the palm, come back, peaceful warrior, reaching up and out. And then exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg. We're going for Trikonasana. So some of you might like to narrow your stance a little bit here. So you can bring it in a little bit if you feel like you need to. Reach forward and tilt. Find your Trikonasana. So Trikonasana here, don't worry about how low you go. It's more about keeping in alignment. So finding that triangle shape. So the triangle is the space here. So that's your triangle that you're looking for. So when you're like that, folding over, you kind of lose it because you're not in the right position. So you want, it needs to be open. So just finding that nice open space. Here, that's where blocks can be really useful in Trikonasana, because you can push in and really make some space. Look for that shape. Now normally you would look up at your thumb, tuck your chin into your shoulder, or you can look down. From there, coming back up, we're going to revolve our triangle. So again, something can be handy to use here if you're a little bit tight. So the revolve triangle is a little bit more difficult for a lot of people. So you're taking your left arm across, and it is going to either reach onto some sort of support while the right comes up, or you're taking it to the outside of the ankle and reaching up. If you don't have any support and you can't get very low, just come up higher on the outside and use that. Otherwise, here you can sink it. And release, coming back to Warrior Two. A little wider if you have space, if you've narrowed it. Then inhale, reverse the palm, come back, Peaceful Warrior, reach up. And then exhale, bring the elbow to the knee, sweep that up forward and open. Keep sweeping around. Back of the hand is now facing the back of your body. And you can look for your inner thigh crease, or just the back of your body. And then open the shoulder. So really looking for that one. And then you can release that other arm. And again, you can look up and over the shoulder, or you can look down. Depends on your neck. Sinking nicely into those legs, they're both strong. Release, come back, Peaceful Warrior. And then cartwheel the hands to the mat. And step back down and facing dog. Breathe in here. Noticing the breath. Again, you can drop to child's pose if you need. Just going to really orientate. Then inhale, raise the left leg. Exhale, step it forward. Spin on the ball of that right foot and come up into Warrior Two. So finding that strength in the pose. Looking over the finger, thinking about how you can get a little bit deeper, a little bit stronger. Make sure you're not leaning forward, that your shoulders are over your hips are nice and open. And from there, straighten the front leg. You can step that back leg in a little bit if you like. And then reach forward and tilt. Make your triangle. So again, just watch that top shoulder rolling in. Keep it open and in line. So we're looking to make a line from fingertips to fingertips. Don't forget your breath. Keep breathing. And then coming back up. Going to revolve that triangle, bring the right arm across to either the inside or outside, depending on if you've got support or not. You'd need it. So using the back of the hand to press in and open the left shoulder more towards the ceiling. And release. Coming back, Warrior Two. Maybe go a little deeper here. Inhale, reverse the palm, coming back, Peaceful Warrior. Exhale, bring that elbow to knee, sweep the arm open. Keep going around, wrap that arm around, back of the hand tucks in, and then open that arm. Option to stay with the arm on the knee or open. Look over the shoulder if it's good for you, look down if that's better. And releasing, peaceful warrior, then cartwheel the hands to the mat, step back downward facing dog. Inhale to plank, exhale, lower your way, upward facing or cobra, downward facing dog. Remember, lowering from the knees sometimes is just what your body needs. Making sure that you're keeping your alignment and things is better than kind of just doing the strongest pose always. Bending the knees, coming onto the balls of the feet, looking forward, step or float to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep to stand. Hands to heart center in prayer. So taking some breaths here, just breathing, closing the eyes, feeling the connection of your thumbs to your heart space. From here, we're going to flow with a little twist and balance at the same time. So kind of come into chair pose. So bending the knees, sweeping the arms out, find your chair pose. And bring the hands to heart center. We're going to take a twist to the right. So your left elbow is coming over towards the outside of your right thigh. So here, what often happens is people do this and they end up with their hands at their armpits. Keep your hands at your heart center and lean forward, take the twist. If you start to have to shift your hands away from your heart center, you've gone far enough. So your elbow might be on the inside of the knees rather than on the outside. That's fine. Look over that shoulder. Now look down first and check your knees. If that left knee is jutting forward, shift your hips to the right and that will adjust it. Now also just make sure that your hips are lower than your shoulders, so sinking them down. And then from there, you're going to look at your right foot and step the left foot back into your revolved lunge. Now here you might want to open your arms out to the side, or you might stay where you are. And then looking down at your foot, step back up and release forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Sit into it. Hands to heart center. So forward, right elbow coming to the left side this time. Finding that twist. Look over the shoulder. Then bring the gaze down to the left foot. Take the weight in the left. Step back in the right. Now, very natural to wobble in that. So don't worry if you do. Just come back in if you need to go out. And then looking back down, step the right foot back up to meet the left and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stepping back, downward facing dog. Just take a moment, drop onto your knees, take child's pose. your breath. And then when you're ready, coming back into downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg rises. And then exhale, tiger curls. Bring the knee through to your chin. Shift your weight so your shoulders are just in front of your wrists. And then three-legged dog. Exhale. Inhale, right knee is coming to your right tricep or elbow. And exhale, three-legged dog. Inhale, right knee to left elbow. Exhale, three-legged dog. Inhale, bend the knee, roll open the hip. And exhale, bring the knee in behind the right wrist, foot behind the left wrist. Back leg straight out behind you. Sit up nice and tall. Now some of you might have that knee bent and the foot back quite a way. Try to wiggle it so that it's coming towards parallel to the front of the mat. And then you can sink down. If that's too much, just stay up. You can also put a cushion or a block or something under your right buttock. You can maybe come just part way. Or you go all the way down and sink down. So this sort of pose, half pigeon, is quite strong on the hips. You often feel resistance in it, so try to just breathe into it to release, rather than struggling against it, holding your breath. Breathe in, let go. And then walking the hands back up and step back down facing up. Walk it out. You'll feel different on that side to the other side. Ready to even it up. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, tiger curl. Bring it through. Exhale, three-legged dog. Inhale. Bring the knee towards the tricep of the left side. And then exhale, three-legged dog. Inhale, taking it across your body. And exhale, three-legged dog. Inhale, bend the knee, roll open the hip. And then exhale, bringing that knee back in behind the left wrist, foot behind the right wrist, back leg straight back behind you, sitting up tall. Again, notice the difference. You might notice it's different from one side to the other. You can pop a prop in underneath. You can stay more or less upright. You can come part way down, or you can sink all the way down onto the mat. So releasing low, sinking, feeling that. Release with the breath. Remember, let it go. And if that's not feeling tough for you, that means you're not deep enough, so you need to bring that calf more parallel, and that will deepen it. Then inhaling, walking the hands back up, stepping back downward facing dog. Walk out your dog. And then inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, step it between the hands, coming up into a crescent lunge. So, lifting up through the back thigh, knee over ankle, arms reaching up strong. Lift the heart. Release the hands to the mat, rocking back onto the heel as you fold over that leg. And coming forward, stepping the foot up, back foot's now 45 degrees, halfway in, well, not quite half, and then you're folding over that front leg for pyramid pose. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen, exhale, fold. And then inhale, lengthen, step that foot back to your crescent lunge, and then release to arrowhead. Reaching back through the arms, strong, long through the spine, crown reaching forward. Release the hands, step back downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step it forward. Coming up into your crescent lunge. Finding that length through the body, strong. Knee over ankle, pressing back through the back heel, lifting the back thigh. And release the hands to the mat. Straighten the front leg, rock back onto the heel. And then bending into that knee, step the foot up about halfway. Foot now at 45 degrees. And fold over that front leg. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step the leg back. Coming back to your crescent lunge. And arrowhead. Reaching back. Nice and strong. From there, you can bring your hands to the mat just in front of you and cross the right leg under the left so you come to sit. Just mirror, so your right leg is under your left, so your right heel is next to your left buttock. If that feels really restricted for you, straighten the front leg. Otherwise, bend it in, and we're going for a twist. So you're going to bring your left hand behind you, and then wrap your right arm around the knee and thigh. And then from there, start to look around over the shoulder, and then press into the hand, twist over that shoulder. Inhale, find length in the spine. Exhale, twist a little deeper. And then bring your head back to center. Little counter twist. And release. Changing sides, just swapping it over. So again, option to straighten that front leg, sit on something, whatever helps you. Both sit bones should be grounded. Then bring your right hand behind you and wrap the left around. Turn to look over the shoulder and twist. So pressing away, using both arms. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Bringing the head back to center, body follows, little counter twist, and release. Come into a forward fold, so sitting up nice and tall. You might like to sit on something if you're tight through the hamstrings. Sitting on something here can be really useful. Otherwise, I want you to bend your knees, bring your belly, the chest to your thighs, wrap your arms around the back of the legs. Then you're going to wiggle the feet forward and see how far you can go, keeping your belly glued to your chest. So you want to have that connection, belly to chest. start to lose it, you're coming away, not too fast, so back off a little bit, and then wherever you are, you can release the arms and either hold your calves or your feet and draw down. So really drawing into that deep forward fold. Into boat pose, so Navasana. What we're going to do is bring our thighs and belly back together and come to balance on our sit bones. Hands in under the backs of the knees, top of the thighs. And then again, lifting your sternum, draw your shoulder blades together so you're really opening up. And then you can lift the calves. If you start to arch there when you lift, then drop the calves. That's absolutely perfect. So try and draw your chin in, tuck your chin in, look at the horizon, and you're there. So you lose a little bit of connection. We're not expecting to be right in here now. We've got a little bit of connection, but we don't want to lose too much here. Then we release our hands, palms up, deeply working those abdominals. Maybe you straighten the legs. Now, what happens here a lot of times is people straighten the legs and then start to lose here. So make sure that you're keeping that nice long spine if you're going to straighten the legs. Then, we're going to lower and come back up. I want you to listen. If you've got any low back issues, use your hands to support yourself as you come down and back. That's absolutely fine. Otherwise, arms out, start to release, come down, find your dish, squeeze your ribs towards your hips. Really hug everything in and then come back up. And lower. And come up. One more time, lower. Hold. Really squeeze everything. And release down. And then bring the feet in, knees into your chest, and have a little rock from side to side. Maybe circle the knees in one direction and the other direction. I'm going to go into a back bend, so we'll do a bridge pose here. But we'll roll up and down a couple of times and then hold it. So have your heels fairly close to your bottom. You're going to inhale, press into the heels, lift up the hips and let the arms come overhead. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, roll through the spine, tuck the pelvis under, and exhale, roll back. One more time, this time we'll stay. Inhale, come up. To stay, arms come back, hips stay high. And then choices here, you can bring your arms in under your low back. You can interlace the fingers, bring the backs of the hands together, the palms of the hands together, and then walk your shoulders in underneath to find more space through the heart and the hips. Option to come out and go into a wheel pose if that's in your practice, if you know what a wheel is. I'm not going to instruct it now. It's one of those that I prefer to teach face to face or spend some time on it. And then releasing back down. Let the soles of the feet touch, knees fall out wide. Bring one hand to heart, one hand to belly. Take a deep breath in. And let it go. Again, deep breath in. we'll go into a shoulder stand. If you don't want to do a shoulder stand today, sometimes it can just not be what your body wants to do. Take a restorative option, so if you've got a wall near you, you can swing around and pop the legs up the wall. If you've got the support of a block or something, you can place that in under your sacrum and then float the legs up like that. You don't want any effort. If you've got nothing and you still want to do restorative, pop your hands in under your sacrum and that can give you that little support to hold the legs and let that be effortless. Otherwise, coming into shoulder stand, we're going to go in fire plow. So you can, if you need a little bit of help, you can sit up and rock over, give yourself a little bit of momentum. Otherwise, press into the hands, legs come over, toes touch, you can have your arms down. If your toes are up, you're better to support your low back. And then from there, floating the right leg up, left leg follows, find your shoulder stand. I'm just going to come out, so excuse me. Little cough. Needs water. So once you're in your shoulder stand, make sure you don't turn your head. Keep your body nice and strong. So you're using your abdominals, your legs, your elbows. Try and wiggle them in closer if you can. Take your hands up your body more. If it's all too much, you just have your hands lower. Let your hips bend a little bit more and be in a half shoulder stand or partial. So it doesn't matter where you are, it's your practice, you listen to your body. And then from there, wherever you are, you can slowly roll out. Just bring your hands to the mat. Slowly roll out. Hug the knees in, little rock. We'll go into happy baby. So, in happy baby, you can take the inside soles of your feet as long as you can keep your tailbone and shoulders down. If they're up, move your hands to your calves or wrap them around the back of the thighs. So you're looking for this nice wide shape, knees drawing down and out, feet flexed up, flexed. And then you can rock, massage your spine through rocking side to side. Back to center, hug the knees in, big hug. You can straighten the right leg on the mat, hug the left in more deeply. And then take it across the body for a twist. So the foot comes to the ground on your right side. So left foot comes to the ground, your right hand is just adding a little bit of weight to deepen the twist. And you can look over your left shoulder. The left hand arm is out to the side. Keep both shoulders down, so don't go so far that that left shoulder's coming up. So back off a bit if that's happening. And coming to the end of the practice, this is a gentle twist. So you're not forcing, just letting it happen, closing the eyes, breathing into it. And then releasing for the other side. Arm goes out to the side. Oh, hug in first. Give it a nice big hug. Making space, and then you take it across. So the foot comes to the ground, hand rests on the knee. Look over the other shoulder. Breathe into it, let it release. And from there, releasing. You might like to just take the knees side to side. Do a final hug in, whatever you need to do to make your way into Shavasana. So final resting pose. Lengthen the legs away, arms away. Palms are facing up, closing the eyes. And just allowing yourself to sink down into it. Now, as it's a home practice, you might think, oh, this is a good excuse, I don't have to do Shavasana. Try to let go of that feeling that you're wasting time lying on your back, but actually integrating your practice. It's a really important part of your practice, allowing your body to integrate all the shapes that went before. Come back to the breath and let your nervous system just calm down. Connect into the breath, noticing the rise and fall of the belly. And every time you inhale, feel the nourishment of that breath touching every cell in your body. And as you exhale, feel yourself release a little bit more. Just staying in that corpse pose, eyes closed, deeply connecting. Releasing, letting go. Find your thoughts wandering, just come back to the breath. Staying present. And gently deepening the breath. Bringing a little movement into fingers and toes. Taking a nice deep breath in, full body stretch. And release, bending the knees, rolling over to your right side, pausing there until you transition up to a seat. When you arrive, closing the eyes, bringing your hands to your heart center in prayer. Taking a moment to notice how your body's feeling at the end of the practice. Connection to your breath, the connection to your mind as it softens, slowed down. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Again, deep breath in. Let it go. One more deep breath in and release, let it go. Tips to forehead center. Namaste. Thank you all. Hope you enjoyed your practice as I enjoyed taking you through it. It's a little different to being